I'm sure a lot of you have been playing the roller coaster ride on the dollar Canada as of late. I love COMDOLLS because part of what I do every day is I'm looking at futures contracts like the dollar index, my favorite. I'm looking at crude oil, the QM contract, as well as the Dow and even the continuous commodity index. So I want to talk about something I'm looking at a little further out for the dollar Canada and actually talk a little bit about the FX options on the ISE. So and how that plays into my thinking for later on this summer. So the dollar Canada intraday, I've been basically shorting the markdown cycle on the 60 and the 30-minute. Even when I get an opportunity to play the dollar Canada across the intraday, you'll see the 30 and the 60 are probably giving me the best opportunities to short into bounces while giving me a really good, not really good, but decent markdown cycle out of my 34 EMA wave. So longer term, and let's kind of look at the daily chart here for a moment. Longer term, I'd say this daily is in distribution. It's kind of moving sideways. Do I think we're going to break parity? Not right now, but if you take a look at what's happening in crude oil, and if you take a look at what's happened in crude oil every year between May and basically July, with the top usually happening in August, we get this move higher every summer. So what I'm thinking is if we get that move higher in crude, that could help the loonie push against the US dollar index, sending the chart lower, in which case I'm actually looking at, and we've never talked about these before, but I'm actually looking at CDD options on the ISE for expiration dates going out into July and into possibly September. I'm looking at puts, assuming that if crude oil pushes up higher, the dollar index will also weaken. I'll see the loonie gain against the greenback, and we could break parity. Now, I don't actually expect this to happen any meaningful way until probably late May, early June. So that's again why I'm looking at the July and September expiration dates and puts. As far as a target to the downside, gosh, look at what you want to. In fact, you know what? I'll write up a quick little StockTwits FX blog about that and discuss what the downside targets will be.